On this edition of Lexington Now, the Hope Center expansion, 250 Lex Jazz Fest, and Scarefest. I'm Neil Noah, and welcome to Lexington Now for the week of September 8th, 2025. Lexington's Hope Center has expanded with the official opening of the Quantrell Jones Center to better serve those in need.
The Hope Center has been a long and meaningful history in our community. From its beginning, it has stood as a place of refuge, healing, and transformation for men who were down and out by providing them the opportunity to rebuild their lives. Today, this new facility, the Quantrell Jones Center, is yet another visible sign that the Hope Center will do anything and everything to help people. This building is more than bricks and mortar. It is a place where hope lives. Here we will find not only shelter, but also the resources, guidance, and encouragement they need to move forward for a brighter future. I would like to thank our donors. I would like to thank our board of directors. Without them, this would not have been possible. So thank you very much.
This new building is simply an offshoot of my belief, and fortunately my son's belief, who is now running the dealership for me and providing all the money for this. I'd like to point that out. And I could not be more proud of him, because I think he's doing better than I ever did. But it's the heart of this town. It's the heart of business leaders. It's the heart of average people. It is the love for people of all natures, all genders, all races, all ethnic groups, all religions. We're all created in God's image, and we should respect people for that. And when you look into someone's eyes, you should be able to see God's image in them, because that's what God would have us do.
Today is a day of celebration, a day of gratitude. This new facility is a shining example of how deeply our donors believe in our mission. It shows that they value every human life and that they trust us to do the right things, the things that truly change people's lives. To all of you who gave, who believed, who trusted us, thank you. You are the reason we are cutting the ribbon today, and because of you, countless lives will be transformed within these walls. Thank you.
I've been so grateful and humble for everything that's happening. There's nothing like this building that we got. It's probably the best homeless facility for veterans in the state of Kentucky. But I appreciate everybody. I appreciate everybody that's helped build this building, and I appreciate everybody here for doing what they're doing. We can't have a better building than what we have, and I thank you for that.
We honor and assist our veterans in many ways. Today's announcement, at least in part, is about one of our most important ways of caring for our veterans, helping veterans who are struggling with homelessness. And we are so thankful for those who work every day with our homeless population. So today's announcement will make it easier to continue to meet that goal with 32 of the 72 beds in this transitional housing targeted for veterans, providing them and others with a safe, stable place to live, as well as to start rebuilding their lives. Our community gives great thanks for Reverend Bonnie Quantrell Jones for her commitment to improving the lives of people in our community who are experiencing homelessness. And we will continue moving forward with the goal of ensuring that everyone has a roof over their head. We're taking a step closer to that goal today. This is helping bring our community closer, I think, to ending homelessness. It's a big challenge. We know that. But the work that you have done here is magnificent. And you have unlocked the key for helping people through the Hope Center and this new project. Congratulations.
The 250 Lex Equinox Jazz Fest is coming, and there is a lineup of incredible musicians. Here's more.
Today we're here to talk about Equinox Jazz Fest, presented by Origins Jazz Series and 250 Lex. Equinox Jazz Fest is set to take place September 17th through the 21st, with several events taking place right here at the Kentucky Theater. From intimate showcases to explosive headliner performances, the Jazz Fest embodies the spirit that has driven jazz forward for over a century. The events will offer audiences the chance to witness compelling jazz musicians in settings designed for genuine musical appreciation and community connection.
We said we wanted to create events that were interesting, inclusive, and memorable. And I think if you come, and we encourage everybody to get that festival pass, as a matter of fact, so you don't miss a darn thing, you're going to see that.
Equinox Jazz Fest, a 5-day celebration of world-class jazz concerts starting on September 17th through September 21st. That's 9 events over a 5-day period, with the majority of them being presented here in the historic Kentucky Theater. Jazz is this country's most original art form. It is the music that is uniquely American, and its influence on the shaping of American culture is profound and indelible. Given Lex 250's commitment to the authentic telling of our great city, of the story of our great city, it is only appropriate that jazz music be highlighted and uplifted by way of this wonderful festival. At the Equinox Jazz Fest, you will be able to witness the full spectrum of contemporary jazz, from established legends to rising stars, an amazing array of vocal artistry as well as instrumental virtuosity. You'll experience the intimacy of small groups as well as the explosive dynamism of the big band. Our performing artists will range from musicians of international renown to brilliant emerging artists who are regional and local favorites.
On Wednesday evening, the 17th of September, we have Brandon Meeks and his quintet from Indianapolis, an amazing blend of jazz with hip-hop and neo-soul and blues. Then on Thursday evening is another one that we're really excited about for its ability to call back to some of the most jazz musicians in Lexington. The Oslin Daily Jazz Tet is performing with a vocalist named Rose Colella from Los Angeles. And the thing that strikes me about Rose is that she reminds me so much of Gail Winters, who is one of our stalwart jazz musicians here in Lexington, who sadly is no longer with us. On Friday evening is my personal moment to shine as part of the OJS All-Stars. This is our all-star big band that we've performed in this very space in the Kentucky Theater twice now, performing the Duke Ellington Nutcracker. And it's an amalgamation of musicians from Lexington and the greater region, all folks who have performed as part of Origins Jazz Series in their careers. And this concert is a special one where we're paying homage to the Narcotic Farm, which, for those who are unfamiliar, what is now Federal Medical Center on Leestown Road. In 1935, it opened as the Narcotic Farm, and it was the first drug rehab prison in the entire country. As a result of the population they served and jazz's history with narcotics, some of the greatest musicians in jazz history ended up at the Narcotic Farm, including Chet Baker, Sonny Rollins, Dexter Gordon, Ray Charles. And that history, as well as the complex history of that facility, is something that's really worth telling the history of more often. And I know some people will be very, very familiar, but many are still in the dark about that. So this big band concert features all compositions that are associated with those performers in one way or another. And we're joined by the amazing Camille Thurman on saxophone and voice for that performance, who had the most audacious press clipping of anyone on the festival. Downbeat said that, imagine if Sarah Vaughan could also play saxophone like Dexter Gordon. And that takes us to Saturday, which is our biggest, fullest day. At 10 a.m. at the Farmers Market, we'll have a group named Brazucas, who will bring the music of Brazil to us. Moving on, a collaboration with Outside the Spotlight at 3:30 in the State Theater here at the Kentucky Theater. And that's Outside the Spotlight is, our one of our family of musical organizations here in Lexington that focuses on creative, spontaneous, improvised music. And this is an awesome concert with Tim Daisy and Chris Corsano. Then we finish the night off with our two biggest headliners, NEA Jazz Master Kenny Garrett and drummer, producer, songwriter Nate Smith. And then on Sunday, we finish the festival out with two great performances, the Kentucky State University Generations Jazz Ensemble and Candace Springs, who I'll throw my own audacious press clipping out here now. Imagine if you blended Norah Jones and Alicia Keys into one artist. She's that good as a pianist and as a vocalist, and we're lucky to have her here in Lexington for a second time, and she absolutely blew us away the last time.
Scarefest is back after this. Welcome back to Lexington Now. Scarefest brings the sinister side of Comic-Con back to Lexington next month, and as always, is packed with attractions for fans.
My name is Brandon Griffith.
I'm Nicole Griffith. This is Scarlett.
And we're the owners of Scarefest. This is 17, and so this is our 7th one.
The add-on events. So every year, in addition to the show itself, there's the after parties and all that stuff. But we start having these launch events on Thursdays. So people come in town and spend like the whole week there. But we've got
Chris Jericho's doing his podcast live.
Oh yeah,
that's going to be a lot of people really talked about that. We've got Daniel Harris and Scout Taylor Compton.
Talk Scary to Me. I love that show. Listen to it all the time.
Here every year.
Yeah.
And then we've got bourbon tasting with
Killers on the Rocks at Town Branch, which is already sold out. Paranormal Investigations, the VIP parties down at Manchester Music Hall again, which is a great venue. We love it there. Karaoke, trivia, costume contest. So we have Wicked Beard's costume contest. His son has taken over that business, and big prizes. I think usually it's $500
for first place.
Yeah, for first place. And of course we have the kids version too, because Sunday is Kids Day and we have lots of add-ons for kids on Sunday.
Yeah, there's a lot of really cool cosplay that goes on, and I've been amazed like every year. It just keeps getting better and better. One thing that we have not announced this yet, so we've worked out the particulars of it, but last year, if you saw, we had Matthew Lillard and we had a special whiskey tasting event with him, and that went over really well. It was a smaller group of people.
It was Sunday after the con was over.
And everybody really enjoyed it.
Yeah, they got like a personalized, like a an autograph that nobody else got. You know, it was a different picture. They got a photo, a selfie with him, and they got to listen to him talk about his bourbon. But this year.
So this year we're working out the particulars still, but it looks like we're good. We're calling it a Nightcap on Elm Street with Robert Englund. And
So tattoo has always been a part of Scarefest in some way. We've had, like, you know, started out 3 or 4 back in the day, and then it's really grown. And people love tattoos, so we are now taking over the entire first floor for our tattoo expo. There'll be some other things down there, but we're in all 3 levels of the center this year.
And the film festival that goes all weekend, you know, Wes Forsyth helps with that, and that's taken on a lot. We have submissions from all over the world, and a lot of those guys come in for the show and do like limited merch and things like that. So this year we are October 17th through the 19th. We'll have some events on opening night, which we do on Thursday night. We're actually doing the ticket booth a lot differently this year, so we want to make sure that everyone knows, you know, because there's a lot of people coming to the show. It's good size, and the best way to avoid lines and things like that is to do early check-in. So this year we're going to be running the ticket booth for early check-in on Wednesday night, so we're expanding that. So that'll be going from 5 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday it'll be open all day. Friday it'll open that morning at around 9, I believe. And so you can come down and check in anytime before the show starts.
Get your lanyards, your bracelets, and then go in the re-entry instead of the line to buy tickets. And yeah.
Yeah, so if you were down there last year, the line was really long. So we've made some changes. We've doubled the number of ticket check-ins we've got. We were in the process of switching over to a new system last year, and now that system is in place and working really well. So we're really excited about getting everyone in quickly, efficiently, so they can have a good time.
So where to stay is always a question because there's so many people coming in. Of course, the closest hotels are the Hilton, Hyatt, and Marriott. But we, here at my day job, we serve people with disabilities, and we have a fleet of like 30-some vehicles that we use to transport people to here. So those drivers get really excited to help us shuttle at Scarefest. That's all on our website, and that's a free shuttle. So you can stay at one of the hosting hotels and get a free shuttle, and, you know, maybe have some nightcaps on Elm Street and then take the shuttle back home. So come out, bring the family, come join us. It's a fantastic experience and event. We'd love to have you. Our staff are super helpful, so if you need to know how to get around, you just find somebody and ask, and we have 300 volunteers there that will make sure you get to experience the show fully and get what you want out of it. Sunday's Kids Day, come and dress them up. We have a trick-or-treat of all the vendors, and lots of good times. So
The long-awaited Gatton Park next to Rupp Arena opened recently. Here's a look at the ceremony.
Welcome to Gatton Park. Gatton Park is nearly 12 acres of new possibilities, over 500 new trees, and 30,000 native plants fill this space. A restored stretch of Town Branch Creek, the body of water Lexington was founded on over 250 years ago, with a historic wall rebuilt with stone from the 1790s. You've got to go see it. A half-mile pedestrian loop, a 35-foot gristmill play tower, and yes, it's been safety inspected. 5 public art pieces, countless places to sit and gather, and a dog park for small and large pups. I could go on and on, as you might imagine, but you'll just have to experience it for yourself.
I am grateful to be here. I'm honored and privileged to be able to stand here and represent Mr. Gatton. I only wish he were here to see what's happened to this old parking lot. He would be absolutely thrilled. He would be honored and humbled that the park is named after him. The Bill Gatton Foundation, we've already paid about half of our commitment that we promised to give. We still have about $7 million owed on our commitment, which is to be paid between now and December 31, 2030. $3 million of that remaining $7,000 is to go to the Conservancy, an endowment for the Conservancy. That $3 million is not to be paid until 28, 29, and 30. Allison, we're going to pay that now. We're going to pay it immediately. And we're not only going to pay the 3, we're going to add $1 billion.
You all will remember from Field of Dreams, build it and they will come. We adapted it a bit here and said, build it first for your own people, then others will come. We are building it first for our own people, and yes, then others will come. Great cities have great parks, but first, great cities have generous citizens who are willing to step up and help out, and that's what we're celebrating today. There's an ancient Greek proverb that goes something like this and applies to all of you right here today in this generation. A society becomes great when its people plant trees in the shade of which they will not sit. In the shade of which they will not sit. Those trees have been planted by so many of you here today, and I want to thank you. Thank you so very much.
I just love this effort. It's going to attract not only residents, but tourists alike. And I know I am one of thousands of grandmothers around Lexington who can't wait to get her grandchildren down here. Congratulations to everyone who's worked tirelessly on Gatton Park on the town branch. It has been a true labor of love.
2 years ago, many of us stood right here at the groundbreaking. Back then, there wasn't any dirt anywhere, just a lot of asphalt. I'll never forget climbing into that bulldozer to break the first piece, and I about turned the darn thing over. But nothing compares to today. This is the moment we've all been waiting for, the opening of a true community treasure in the heart of our downtown. With the input of more than 16,000 voices and the generosity of so many, we created Lexington's Living Room, a place where everyone will welcome and where our community can gather and thrive for generations to come. Now I'd like to invite those on the stage behind me to come up so we can cut this ribbon. 3, 2, 1.
There are several live meetings on Lex TV and streaming online this week. And remember, you can also find the most up-to-date information on non-televised city business at lexingtonky.gov. Here's this week's meeting cover. That's all for now, but as always, you can keep up with us on social media, check out the latest traffic updates on X at LexRex, or catch our live traffic cams on lexingtonky.gov. For all of us at Lex TV, I'm Neil Noah, and that's it for now.